Vanessa, good morning. A coalition of groups, they are slamming this proposal for these buffer zones here, arguing it's risking far-reaching limits on free speech. And just last month, the council speaker, who is also the primary sponsor of this bill, Julie Menon, addressed those concerns and others about similar measures and saying they won't pose such a big issue.
None of these bills penalize protests. That is not what we're doing. What we are doing is really creating these safe perimeters that allow people to freely move into their respective house of worship and schools.
The City Council's Committee to Combat Hate now reviewing that measure and other hate prevention policies. One bill proposing the city police commissioner submit a plan to limit injury, interference, and intimidation during demonstrations at city sites of worship with police-protected buffer zones at the site's entrances and exits. That plan would also have to preserve and safeguard protest rights. The mayor and city council would review all initial drafted plans before its finalizing and enforcement. That measure, though, is now under fire from critics arguing it would severely undermine the First Amendment right to free speech. They say the same is true for a proposal calling for similar buffer zone protocols for protests at educational sites. And back live, city records show roughly 60% of the council sponsoring that buffer zone bill for sites of worship here. Today's protest is set for an hour before that 10 a.m. hearing, that public hearing for those buffer zone bill protections for city sites of worship and the other package of bills also aimed at hate prevention.